All right, let's share. So I decided to just test this on the Zoom, and I think the last video I'm uploading is going to. I just realized that it's uploading. I just realized that there's going to be like my name tag here. I forgot to minimize it. Sorry, guys. Either which way, the one is it's complete. So I'm thinking if we use this range of price, and this is what we're using, of course, we are saying that, and I just adjusted it. So in this place, I'm simplifying it. I'm saying if we have an expansion and we are saying, okay, should say a down candle should start, or most times they start with a new expansion. So wrong. If we have this expansion that is moving down, it stops here, and then it continues down. It stops, going to maybe an up candle, and then continues down. I'm saying that in this last expansion, this up candle, based on what we said, we should not close this up candle. The moment we CST treat, if price comes back, this up candle that was there is like the last, or is like the OB. Price, you know what? This is just madness. Let me just show us on the chart what I'm saying. I do not know. I want to be surprised. But we initially we are saying, because we are looking based on the last up one. If we CST that, price wants to run down. But more than just a scalping, I was thinking while I was doing that, and you guys will watch it and you see the evolution of how it did. It's like I use 1 hour. So let's use this example because this is nice. Expansion, this is 16 minutes, of course, higher time frame for the NAS stuff. So it's like expansion, this is it. It ends here. Expansion, bullish expansion starts here, just so we're looking in between this time. If this, so this is my thesis. If this is it, on the 4 minute, there will be something here that is signifying I want to go out. But I was thinking, I'm not that smart and I'm not that patient and I can forget things a lot. Why don't I use, like I do on the 1 hour, because I'm mostly on one time frame, why don't I use the same expansions to determine how to trade my expansion? So these are an expansion that I wanted to trade. If I want to trade it, this is the expansion. The first two candles does not create an OB, so I would want to buy this OB here defaultly. No questions asked. But where do I put my stop? Because that's also one of the problems that someone would say, oh, it's just here, but not really. What if this expansion, so when we add this expansion and ended here, this was just to end it, this just took it slow maybe. But what if this expansion is a run on liquidity? This is just signaling the end of an expansion. The expansion ended there. And we run the liquidity of this expansion. Just try and imagine with me. So if we run the liquidity of this expansion and this candle was the first candle closing it, so we need two KFCs, two failed expansion. This will be sensitive for price to go down. The same way, we have this guy up and we closed above it with this expansion. I'm using expansion. I'm using something that is on the chart, something that's based, something that I'm not, because I start, by the time you watch the video, you see that I was all over the place. But that's the thing with backtest. I said it was just a review, but then it went on, and that's why it takes long. Because when I'm discovering something new, don't be surprised if I make another video today and say I haven't found the noisiest stuff. I look for the things I can quickly remember. This is an expansion. This is the one above it. All right. This expansion, so we are leaving this, is taking in quote, I'm quoting it here, the liquidity of this. So this is a run on the range because this is a range. This is a run on this range. All right. That means the first down candle, which is here, this guy, is like in quotes potential OB for continuation. This is for continuation. This is it because it's a continuation stuff. Additionally, should you see any cells inside? Yeah, because on the 1 hour you see when you look at this, see I trade. I'm trading what setup presents. If I saw any cell inside here, this is going to be my SL. But also this is an indication that price wants to control. So based on this old one, if price is closing here, because initially we were like, I said I called it a scalping method. Maybe this is where difference. This is, I'm saying it's not just for scalps alone. If this hits it here, I'll be like, price will come back here. Josh was like, even point out the fact that we are seeing that price is reaching to almost 50%. It is 50% here and goes up. Or even if you say 50% this range, or even this expansion that took it, this was, well, not up to 50%, but if we then do, yeah, 50% of its premium, it went to below, so it went into the discount of the premium of this expansion that took it high. Instead of, normally I'll just say, oh, buy here and maybe 20 points and on. No, I'm saying once we closed this, now we are saying that, this will go up. And let's look at it here. This is an expansion taking an old expansion high. This is a stop run. Delete it. It ends here. Okay. This down candle is above. So it's like we are flipping OBs the other way around at the highs and at the lows. So red candle there. This is the first one. If we close above which we did this, price wants to expand up. Price may come down, but how far will it go? I do not know. What will I be looking at? If I bought it here, let's just say I had an entry factor that allows me to buy here, and I bought this here. What will I want? I'll look to the left. I'll look for the last thing on this chart that says the last piece. I'm thinking if we close or wick below, we want to go up. Now, using expansion, this is just one idea. Expansions, because it is just easy to see and I don't have to think. This expansion, we didn't close above it. So if we close above it and we put another expansion, I'll put a down candle, then that candle. But I'm looking at the past because left to right, I've not seen the future. Okay, this is the last time. Oh, okay, that's interesting. This is the last time we closed above an expansion. All right. Last time we closed above an expansion. Yeah. So level, our range. This is it. We want the first down candle or a down candle, this set of down candles. So yeah, if we wick this, price is going up. So if I bought here, I'm looking left to right. Cost, there were lots of stuff. But if we truly expand, and we're putting big candles, because Josh pointed it out, something that did I notice, observe that when we break, and you see this place, we broke through this, but we didn't break it through, and see how we're arranging. Yeah. I don't want to play this because we have to see what it is. In this low part, this was the candle that we should have wicked, you see? If we are just using the hold method. Last candle, okay, maybe not that one. But you see? Expansion. So let's look back into this. Expansion, because Josh was showing me. Now, maybe, Andrew, you've seen that. This was the wick. This was the candle this was our run on liquidity candle. This is the green candle. If we CSD it, which we did, Josh was pointing out the fact that we should be putting big candles. When we realize that when it's very small candles, price is just ranging and most times can lose. Once you see this big expansion, you can be very confident. So on the hourly, I was saying that within 3 hours, I was telling myself within 3 hours, I want to see big more. If not, it's not ready. So that's the thing. So in this instance, we have seen what is our bearish situation. I have not seen any reasons to sell. Yeah. Why? Let's see. Expansion to it. This is the first candle. So if we say an expansion and an expansion, this is the first expansion that is taken. So this is the one. If I delete this, okay, what is the first candle closing back in it? CST this dies. In this instance, do nothing until here. So, but in this year, I want to buy this. My entry factor is here. This expansion through CST, I will buy there. And now I'll push it there, 200 point. And then I said stop loss there. Why? I want a CS. If I delete this, let's say it's also good for CS. It's good for stop loss. I've seen that this is the candle referencing this guy. Even though on this, I'll have bought here too. But I'll have bought it before while this was printing. I'll buy here too for this one because There's an expansion. This is under expansion. This is beautiful that I saw for 16 minutes. The first 16-minute trade that I saw now is good. For entry, doesn't matter. So I'll have bought here. What is the first place that I do not want anything to happen? CS did this. All right. This is madness. We cannot put it directly because price can weak it, and like this candle, price can weak it and not even be a down candle and still go. So, all right, of course, in this instance, there's something you can do. So you can either act maybe extra 5 points, put it down here. All of a sudden, it makes sense, but I'm not going from 38 points to 60 something, almost 20 points extra. Right there. This is 38. I'll put this way 40. In this instance, it's 1, so maybe halfway of it of the week. I get there. If it closes above this, you can put it here, and you're telling yourself, close above it within the next 3 candles. I want to see big push ranging. All right. You've taken partials, of course. So that this also doesn't become an extremely long video because it's just supposed to be a back test of this. And inside there, this run on liquidity, put it down. So what was when I started there, and I was just like, okay, let's see, let's investigate. Let's delete this for a minute and this. Okay, let's leave ours. This is it. So before this was the high. So if I just come into the charts, all right, no bias, no nothing. I'm only going to use this. Typically, this was not efficient, of course, on the 16th. I think this trade was efficient on Monday, if I'm not wrong. But it doesn't matter. We're not trying to use what we did on day. Just to look okay, this was significant. I saw this instantly. Okay, and we ran through it here. We ran through it here. This is the first time we're running through this with an expansion. So expansions on expansions. You see, I'm still building on my previous level. Sorry. Expansion on expansion. So if this is expansion on expansion, this is the eye of the expansion. I want a down candle. It gave me when this other expansion ended. Okay. This down candle, you are important. That's an OB. All right. I move. Now I come into my range. Okay, we're in the premium of my range. All right, I'm using this other expansion that took something out from the last one that was there. Okay, we went above it. So at this level of this my expansion, put a down candle into it. I'll have preferred if this went in, but this was here. There. All right. This red candle is an important hobby for me. I want a CSD of it for price to run, but in this instance, we're already above it at 720. We are dying back into it. In this instance, we created this one for this guy. Yeah. All right. Instead of, again, we took the eye of this one by this expansion. So instead of just using a candle, I'm using an expansion as my stop run. We ran this here, and this was this. All right. This was the yellow is not crazy for you guys. Pisses me off, but that's why I use it. So this was run by this. I need one. Oh, this candle too. So this one is also for this one. It's also for this one. So, and this candle we just closed above, which is an OB, but it's not an expansion. So we're not taking it as a stop one. We're saying this is the last stop one because we're using expansions and it's easy. If an expansion closes above another expansion below it, we're using that's a run on its liquidity in quotes, even though there are other things between. Just accept my definitions. Maybe I'll for what it is now. So we have this guy. So we are saying this guy price as at 720 when we opened here, we're inside this. You did nothing because for the 60 minutes you were here, we're talking on the call. We had a CSD here. Okay, what did we know on the 60 minutes? Expansion, second candle, key level. There. But where is our stop loss? We know for a fact that this guy, that's why I put this boxer, can be there. Price can dig into this one. Fair enough. All right. Price can dig into this. We agree. So we put it down for a minute. It's like price. If we are, wait a minute, am I not confusing you guys or am I not confusing myself? This is the thing with new stuff. So this is the buy. If you are closing above this, it's going down. All right. So since this guy is here, where was going to be our stop loss? Even for this, where would be my stop loss? All right. When I was going up, this was the run on liquidity, this expansion, or actually lies. Even though this expansion ran, okay, yes, this was an expansion that ran through it. It was a stop on liquidity. Sorry, run on liquidity, run on liquidity. And even this is there. So in this instance, for this expansion, this was the candle that started the expansion hop. So if I want to sell, if this continues in this run, what is the thing? This is the expansion that we are running on it. So stop should be on this last down candle. Because once we are closing this, there's going to be, sorry guys, there's going to be, I'm saying that once we are closing through it, of course, I would have preferred another a bearish one here. So that because it does as a bearish candle, if we close below this and I'm buying this, sorry, I'm selling this, I want to put my red candle, so I want to put my stop loss above something that is here. Sorry guys. I had to leave, so we're looking at the stop. So we want to buy. He's saying it because we are CST and stuff. We're getting a little bit confused. So key level for this last one, key level. We can drop to 4 minutes. Stop loss. Why should I put my stop loss there? What is the invalidation? Okay. For me to put my invalidation would have been, but before this happened, technically, I don't want to overthink it because I'm understanding, I understand where to buy because this is the thing that we have to buy. So I believe invalidation would be this because if this is expansion that is going through it, that went through it, then let's for now come here. Sorry, I had a very interesting call, so that's disrupted my flow. Where will my TP be? Of course, expansion. But if you are looking at it as the worst case because we are looking at that place, this is where we want to decide. But for some reasons I've forgotten one of the rules for how to set my SL. So let me open this. This would be very important in helping me because I just finished using it. So let's see. And I'm sorry. Okay. So oh, this was easier because invalidations for my lungs. Okay, I see it, I see it. So in this instance, it's difficult for us to use this level. So on the 1 minute, this is where I want to buy key level because we can also be inside here. This is the first key level because our OB is part of an expansion. That is why it's this key level or buy. If we drop to the 4 minutes, because this will be where we are trading on. So this was our confirmation of the price. It's coming back down. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for the last time we had an expansion going down. If I move this for a minute. This was a bearish expansion. This was the candle that took it. This guy next to it here. This, if you are closing on the 4 minute, this is going to be my early place. But I know that there's also something down here. So this guy, this was on the close. This is expansion through it. And this is the one. Sorry, excuse me. This is the, so yeah, this is the expansion. We are not having, unlike the 1 hour, whereby we have, in this instance, when we went through this expansion, so this is the last candle that closed back into this range. So this is a green candle that we are saying that this is the, I hope you guys, I'm sorry, I hope I've not lost you guys. So this is here. This is a candle that closed through it. Yeah. close through it. So if we take this, for instance, on the 4 minute, this would be where we are dying. Well, let's say not dying. This is so this is an expansion. Candle goes through. So this is it. We place this up candle back into it. So left to right. This happened before this. This happened. Don't close below this. So if we close below this on the 4 minute and we're expanding through it, price is going down. However, this candle here is also on the 60 minutes because we're combining two time frame. I've used 60 minutes. Okay. Price can come here. This OB, price can come here. On this OB before it, what was happening? If you're using 4 minutes, we expanded through here. This is we expanded through there. This is the first down candle closing on this 4 minutes back into this little range here. Okay, so this guy is sensitive. So we can either put our stop here because even on the 4 minute price, of course, price has already weak there, but I can have this and I can have this entry here because on the 4 minute, this guy is sensitive. And since I did not have any expansion through it, so on this, it was easy because it's 1 hour invalidation. So when I was buying here, this was the first candle that closed back range, gets taken, close back into it to confirm my entry. So if you're closing below this, my longs are in trouble. Range, expansion to it, this. If you're closing above this, my shorts are in trouble. So I entered here, and stop was here. So, but unlike that, in this instance, when we want to enter here on the 16 minute, there is no other bearish expansion near me. So this is the range that cleared it. So let's use the slow of this range for it. So that's why. But on the 4 minutes, if I drop one, okay, let me see what is there. If there's anything, nothing. Let's drop to the 1 minute, maybe, because we also used the 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute, it becomes clearer now. This we started buying from here because it was our key level. What was there? Expansion? No, nothing. You see, this point, how important it is, or how incredible it is. Expansion through it. Where was the first candle that closed? So same idea, our expansion. This is the one on the expansion. This is the first candle that closed back into it. So if we are closing below this low or weaken it, we want to go down. There, again. So we are saying this, but this is within my hobby, and I do not like that. So there. Next best one is further down. So this is a strong level. If we close this, I do not know. According to this stuff, I've spent too much time here, but just trying to, I don't want to form fit because I do not know. So just taking it seriously. So of course, this analysis will have been done. Okay, this here, this is the OB. We can 16 minutes. So on the 4 minutes, I wanted to look at the 4 minutes. Like, okay, on the 4 minutes, we can come back here inside, and then we can, okay, for the sake of our sanity, just extend it there. If it goes down, so for the second OB, we are saying price can dig deep into this. But we are going to buy this, and for this, we just put maybe 5 points below, 40 points, round it up. Now we can come back to the 16 minutes because that is where things are happening for us to make a decision. So if we create, it would have been lovely if in this place we create another one that is below this. So of course, and you don't move like this. Okay, taps it. So instantly now on this, so before equities open, for instance, or if they say there was news, where would be? So expansion, right? Expansion through it. So, and this was the first candle back. Price must not close. So we started with that. I don't want to leave too many lines. So price must not close below this on the 60 minute. If price is closing below this, then we don't like it. So finally, this is what I was trying to find. You see, this is the first time we have. So we took our entry. So even if anything, because we couldn't find an invalidation point, it turns down, we are close. It's like, all right, don't close below this. So even if I bought, so let's take this, but let's say I bought the first CSA that happened here and I just ran into it. And my stop was very big because I was thinking, oh, okay, below this low, I'll put it here. All of a sudden, of course, you guys might not do big stops. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden, let's say I'm using one lot, I'm going to lose, let's say $60 or 600. I move it again back to 35. And I entered, at a very bad entry. This was it, yeah. So immediately after the CSA, I entered there. My first stop was, I was saying, okay, because this stop was here, I'm going to put it there. Now it's this. So bad entry. Stop. This is just why. Same principle. This is the first time. This is we were talking down when we were analyzing. This is the first, this is our liquidity. This is the first down candle at an area. Yeah, that's the high. So price can come there if price wants to go. Of course, we're not insane. So, but we've not seen anything that is telling us price might go. So price can play inside here and die. So this is just a liquidity grab. So we can see this is 60 minutes. This was the last one that sent price down. Price has rejected here. So first place to take something off, 88 point, or maybe not first place because to this side there's also this. So there's already 50 points there, almost 90 points here. And then next place would be this place. I'm not saying it will always be like that, but this is us looking away. I think I'm not surprised. I think this one hits that, why? Yes, that's because this was bag. This is allowed to. So our trade wins. Of course, just for my ego, of course, it already won. So before my stop is here. Of course, if it takes me out here, I would re-enter depending on what is happening depending on hour. But this is on 60 minutes just because I had time frame. Let's analyze what happens here. So let's delete this for a minute. We expand through here. Expansion. We are saying this is stop on. So if it's just a stop on, we need a down candle here. Expansion, stop on. Give me a down candle inside here. After this guy. After our expansion and then this close. The CSD. Where will our stop be? On the 60 minute, there is nothing. So we are going back because I've said I want to use also for expansions. So we come back here on the 60 minute. So if I turn this off for a minute, expansion on the 4 minute, since this is the candle, but I don't want to buy here and put my stop there. Too much for me. Too much. Because also no pants, so you can even take it out. That's too much for me because this is the first candle to close above this. So you can even drop further down. So where would we want to look at? These are the interesting parts. This, in this instance, this here. So of course, I'm not jumping into it first. I'm not saying, okay, this is 13 points. 13 points after because this is an expansion there. This is the first one. So yeah, and in 1 minute, there's something there. 17 points is acceptable. So, and what was the last time since this? So in this area of price, since this was the first one to run through it. This also was it. So I would accept this. 19, add 20. But I don't want to put it in. So add 20. Let's put it here, 24. But it depends also on my target. There. 30 points, 20 points. We've gotten more than something point. Now let's see. Oh, pain. But this is based on this, but I still want to see if that, sorry, I shouted, if that eats or not. It's very curious. Oh my God, wow. Okay, so maybe 1 minute might not be good, but still, I like that okay, this digs into this on the 1 minute. This makes sense because this is retracement FC. I said FC. This is retracement territory. And what happens here? course, I have to use a stop loss. It's madness if I do not. This will have been the first place, just like we did there. Expansion, expansion through it again. First candle to close. Move your stop here. I'm just saying, this is a loss based on that. That's why I like this there. All of it might, of course, it's one-to-one, but I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, like using it for stop loss, because now I have to, because we are using the same thing up to come down. It's like, this is an expansion. This was the last one. So we're saying we're deleting all this and only this. All right, go up, show us. And what did we see here too? Expand, expand. On the 4 minutes, first down candle. Close above this, all right? Where's the stop? There. So expansion, first down candle, CST8, come back to it if we didn't have any entry factor. This was supposed to be a stop because it's the first time to go. Okay, 36 point. All right. My TP is 50 something point. Very big. I don't like it. But it saves me from these two guys because price can go. Next time we have something important that goes up. This by the time I love this. And my stop is at break even. Now the risk has changed because it takes me 4 minutes later, I have a new TP. I have a new invalidation. I've gone from within 4 minutes because I didn't know how deep this was going to. But coming back to, I'm intentionally using 60 minutes because in case we are not scalping, but we are scalp, so maybe 4 minutes will have been the best. That was a nice. This is taking too long. Sorry, I talk too much. If Josh doesn't know, really, I like to explain it. I like to explain things to the best of my understanding. So before market comes, I'm using 60 minutes. Maybe we should even use 4 minutes because we don't know, 60 minutes. Let's go to start with higher time frame logic. In this range, last one, this was the highest before we came to this. So stop on, but this was the highest. All right. This closed above it. Did we close? Yeah, this weak, but I'll prefer a down candle into it. All this is not part of it. This is not part of it because this is not a run on liquidity. So with an expansion, we're using expansions. However, in this instance, we have, so this is one. So we closed above it yet. This week's, I don't trust this. So what I'm trying to say is like, I want it to be down. It's just a week into it. So I don't trust this OB to buy. But we'll look at it. We don't know. That's the point. And I honestly, I really don't remember which day. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday that ran up. I do not know. So, but I don't want to, I'm not thinking about it because then I will remember. Expansion inside this. Expansion there. So now that will be inside this that might be important. Yeah. Expansion, yeah. Expansion, yeah. Nothing else expanding. This is the first time. So this weaks it. So once again, this is from here, this expansion. So you close above this with this. This is it. In this instance, no down candle. So there, we also need a down candle. Weaken this doesn't give me pleasure. If that makes sense. It doesn't make me happy because I feel like, yes, this is working for this. I want to use this. All right, down candle, stop. Down candle, stop. Goes through it. First candle that is closing this there. So my trade is saying from here, wrong. It's saying if I buy here, I have to put my stop. This is the first place, 51 point. All right. Where can I target on the left? Let's assume it's going down. We don't, because that's just it. No expansions. It's saying it's going back to all-time highs. I don't trust that. maybe now I think now I'm being influenced by what I might have known because I know we didn't touch up our mice yet, at least not on Tuesday. This is here. This is here. This is an expansion. Okay. So at this point, we are not seeing targets. This is the last target. This, the 60 minutes is the first time. There. This, there, this. Okay. If we are going up, I do not know. Let's just put the 4 minutes and let's look to the left. We need two expansions that close above each other. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. It's telling me this is the last time we run a liquidity. There. This would keep because on the 4 minute, we'll lock this. This is the first time, so for future's sake, because we know that price went up. I just don't remember. This is the expansion. We expanded through it there. We expanded through it there. We expanded through it. So this is the first time actually. So if I unlock this there, that high, that can be a target for us. Up until then, nothing up until our time highs. Maybe down a bit. Reset it. So, but if you're looking at the 4 minute, let's look at the 4 minute. So, because it's realistic. Because everybody's on the 4 minutes. So let's stick to the 4 minutes now. Just let's keep it that way. We don't have any problem. Even though I would have preferred the 60 minutes because lots of things are happening there. But it's fractal. Might just have more losses, but it doesn't matter because we look at it more. Okay, so this is it. This is the, should I stick to 4 minutes, 60 minutes? Nah, doesn't matter. 4 minutes is okay. So we'll do the same thing. Inside this range of price, we're looking at it. ISI in this before this one. So ISI before this one. There. Expansion that runs it. Good. You see, even here, we've not wigged. So we need, on the 4 minutes, we need this. Close above this. Yeah. Based on that, we need this. Early entries. So for this high, we need something like that. Expansion through it. We need this. Okay. So for this is its OB, or in quote, I'm quoting my yes and that. This, so this is a key level. There. Delete this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just, wanting it. OB, key level. And so key level, and this is OB. And here, we want an OB here. For this high, that will have been my preference. Give me an OB here, CSD, then we are running up. But before, because we trade before, put a down candle there. We see yesterday, this for an entry factor, this is it, okay? Where do you want to go out of this? Or what is the last expansion closest here? This candle. I don't like it because it has no bottom wick. Something about buying this price that is not exciting. The other one, everything was showing us indication that price wants to go up. This is tricky. It's very tricky. Additionally, if I was trading this, let's say I was biased, this is here, this is here. I want to sell this. Price is coming down there. Of course, I will have sold this and I'll have lost here. Why? If I was, let's say I was bearish. Why will I lose here? Expansion. This was the last expansion. Oh, maybe this. So, but this for my entry, I do not have this. I not have considered this for my own trading. Okay. Expansion. We go through it because so this is a CST of this. This is my entry. Where will I put my stop? What was the last, because it was a stop on this candle was the last candle trade. Okay, I'll put it here. 7 points. I'm not crazy. Maybe yeah, because unlike the 1 hour, I want to put an extra. Price can weak this. Price can weak this. So this is price can weak. These are price places where price can weak or close below. So I'll use a solid 20. Stop if I believe we are bearish. Where's the first one? It has to expand through. So expansion, expansion. This is in closes. So this is the last expansion. This is this. That's to close through this. I was selling. We'll put that to the side just to see. And then for the longs, key level, I would buy here. So where's the stop? They say my stop should be here. 28 points. So solid 30. Why? It's worth it. It's not, apart from all the stuff that are on the side. So there are, you can take profit down somewhere there, and it's like we're not crazy people. But yes, let's say we are happy. We are like, we've made so much points. I want to give it back because we don't know. It's a day like this, and we stick to the 4 minutes now. The 1 minute, because we already have this year, we can even go further down. This is nice. We want to buy here. Expansion was the last time around it. Was the last candle. So that runs through here. They've taken it slow, goes up. So we are seeing price on the 1 minute. It's telling us that price can even, this is where I should put our stop, but we are not crazy people here. So yeah, it's even telling us we can put our stops here on the 1 minute. So if I was showing 1 minute and I start saying, and I see a 4 minutes close here, this trade might be in danger. I think this day was a sell, if I'm not wrong. But we see. Oof, takes us out. Problem. So what next? According to my stuff, this is me. No, this is me. This is a loss. All right, I'm not very happy with this, but with the way I trade, this is a sell. This is a sell now. This. You see, yesterday this. I want to buy this sell. So this loss to pain. So what I want to buy, I want to buy this sell now. But well, just saying, I'll have put my stop here. Where is, so let's delete all this. That I think I remembered. So that's okay. Where is this next? So this is it. This goes above this sell, above this sell. So for my strategy, I want to enter here. All right. I want to enter here. Where's going to be my stop? Expansion. We are closing above this expression. This is the first candle. So if we enter here, why should not cost us? Now just put this here. But if it gives same break now, because I have to make back what I lost, I'll be thinking no bottom week. And if you want to expand, because I think this day ran down, if I'm not wrong. I think it died. I think the price really went down this day. But now that I remember with that same bias, let's put it there. Let's look what we want to do. This price, this already failed. So if I was looking from the perspective, I think I need 60 minutes. Of the 4 minutes, what is the last thing? We said this was the last candle that ran through this liquidity. This was the candle that comes through it. So if we close below this guy and we have an expansion, a bullish expansion that fails, would sell. That's the plan. So if we get this, good. If not, we're waiting for invalidation, because in this range was the last expansion down. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this was the last expansion. There, okay, no, lies. Yeah. This is the low of the range. It's not necessarily the lowest expansion. Yeah. Takes it high. So nice. So if we close, so expansion takes it with this. This is a candle that closed inside it. This guy. At this point, we can sell. Early sells, crazy. Yeah. I think so. I think this dropped. I don't know if it came back to give me entry or not. Okay. It didn't come back to give me entry. What happened there? There, I said, if we have anything here, there, if Andrew is watching this, you'll be so. Our type 2, our continuation setup, and we said, in this instance, once this happens, close bracket, I have to sell this. Where is the next thing that I can use? So, price, expand through here, this. I love this. I love this so much. I'm enjoying it. I hope I'm just making sense. Let's track it. Expansion. Okay. Didn't get our sell there. Expand through here. So without using the low, I just went down there because I knew the coming back to F. Expansion. Goes through here. Bam. All right. Give us a down candle that closes back above here. This guy. So even before this, we are bearish now. This is above us because it's giving bearish, it's confirming bearish trend. So let's delete it. Let's forget everything I know for a minute because I got carried away because I knew where price was going. So our longs have failed. We are down 35 points, or was it 40? It doesn't matter. We are failing. We do not know. I'm trading with no bias, no nothing. I'm just using expansions and expansions. This expansion ran this liquidity. First down candle. Let's forget everything we know for a minute. We know that this is the candle. You close above this, done. Like price wants to run up. All right. Bearish expansion, bearish expansion. Everybody's getting excited. No excitement, nothing. We close below this. All right, that's nice. That's interesting. I want to, if I was to bullish, I want to buy. I cannot buy this according to my rules because it's close above. This I can buy, but then I need this to close above it. But when this happens, closed. This is the candle that closed below it. We are saying if we are closing this, of course, we want big candles. It's not closing. This is bearish. So mechanically, that is it. It's like, all right. First, it went down. So using just this inside as a strategy. Why? Of course, this is where should be my stop. Because if we close below this, this is the head. I don't know if you guys are following me. I know I'm still all over the place, but for me, it's interesting. Based on my bias, it's like, of course, if maybe I should turn on. I know settlement wanted me to short, so maybe I should turn on my bias. Maybe the other one I don't have missed. It's like, but I want to sell. Show me the reasons why I should sell. So I remember this day now. This day died, fell bad. Did it fall bad? I believe it did. So what else? Before this happened, we said there would be something because why? So let's say I didn't take that sell because according to my strategy, is giving me this, but on this day I was bearish. This has confirmed. Don't wick this, wicks it. In one candle, our early one, don't wick it, it wicks it. All right, we're going to look for a bullish stuff. We have a bearish, a bullish expansion, type 2, Andres, that's what I was saying. This is a type 2 is a continuation setup. This, where is my first stuff? All right, I do not have anything on the side to use because it said my stop will have to be here. That is 40 points. That is a lot. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay, is there any expansion? It was the last time an expansion closed above this. So I can move this here. This, if we close below above this is the last one I would use. This is the one that is closest to my invalidation point that I can use. Or on the 1 minute, we close above this. The first candle to close with something now. So technically, it has reduced to 44 points, but I want lower. So there, bam, this one's there, but we are not crazy people. This is the first one. So either this, 45 point, of course. Now you're looking for downward target. We'll go back to the 60 minutes. If I was truly bearish, what is the first thing that comes to mind on the 60 minutes? 60 minutes. All of a sudden, 60 minutes looks clearer. if you're using the 60 minutes, because I remember that this was the candle, this was the thing. We said we didn't trust this. Close below. This was the first candle. So on the 60 minute, if doesn't if this doesn't clear, it doesn't, if you're in 60 minutes and 4 minutes, if we do not close above this, you're not bearish. And if you are bullish, this was the first candle that closed. This is it. On the 50 minute, on the 16 minute, if we close below this, then we are going down. Targets. We are looking for an expansion. So this is an expansion that was going up. Since we want to sell, we're looking for something below, something that will confirm that price is going down. The first time we have something that is confirming that price is going down, it's very far. Is there? I don't remember price getting down here. I really don't. It's there. Because expansion takes out. This is the first candle, so this low. Inside here, do we have anything else? No. Can we get something on the 4 minutes? Yeah, but we know where price might go because I believe if I turn this on, it becomes clearer. Overnight submission range. I could have sworn there was something inside here. Or maybe it's a reversed. I do not know. But now I'm using the knowledge I know. But so if it goes there, easy. TPs. We can this where it goes until maybe it shows us otherwise on the 4 minute. Either which way. Let's see. There. 100 points. Enough. That's the most important thing is it's not the win. It doesn't matter. The win. Well, it matters. Oh my God. Why I like back testing. Amazing. I don't know if this wins or losses. Comes back here. It's almost where we adjusted it for on the 14 minutes or not. And dies. Not the best, to be honest. If this wins, not the best. Doesn't give me more joy because things could have been bad more also. So expansion, we close below this. While we're inside this drawdown, but maybe someone is saying this is the same thing. While we're inside this drawdown, what did we notice? Like we saw the other time. This first candle to close through them. Down candle. Because we're not crazy people. This has now become chain validation. This. So we've taken it maybe there. Nothing much. Maybe there. To be safe because I do not like how that is rejecting. And that was the end. And I know it kept going, but let's see where price reacted. So at the end, I think that was the end. What was it? It's supposed to be so. Are you kidding? That was so close. Wow. Wow. While I do not. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Another call. Oh, wow. So I had a very long convo in real life, and I cannot really remember what I was doing. So, all right, I will just go on. This fell off like we anticipated. It's very interesting that it came so within this. So this was the last expansion on the 60 minute. This was the candle that closed below it. So our stop on. This is the candle. It doesn't hit its low, but interesting that it gets to it a little bit, and we know our price on. So like I said, it's not really about us winning, it's just about the trade. So if we remove, we still have, I want to remove this, and I think I would We would also run this from the perspective of settlement. And sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah. So, okay, at this time, what do we know? We know that if we close above, as expansion one comes in, close above this, we are going up. Simple. And the 60 minutes, we are there. Expansion, this is a run on the expansion, close below this, you're going down. Let's keep it simple. Start from here. This is the O because this is the expansion. Close below is we are going down. If we do not see any other thing else there, stop run. This, delete it. In this one, before we started, this is a run. This is a candle. We're looking for this candle. This is the candle that closes above it. So there or there. So no bias, no nothing. Now we're observing on the 16 minute. I think that's also the thing we did because, all right, what happened? We wicked it here, there. I think this straight ran down again. If I'm not wrong, this is fine. I don't know. We wick this there by. We should have done this before. So, because we should be looking on the 4 minute. We go to the 4 minute, wick this, returns there. Okay, what can we do? According to my entry fractal, this is it. Once that happens, I want to buy this on the 4 minute because this for me, this entry went up, comes back. I want to buy that. I might be wrong. 60 minutes. For invalidation, we don't want to close this. Those are very big numbers. Where are we going? First, on to the left, expansion to this is kind of close there. It hits there. If it goes beyond, this is the last expansion from yesterday. We closed above this here, this guy. Done. Maybe because this week it can weak it. I don't like this. This is very big. Good. So on the 60 minutes, where else can I go? Bang, bang. Expansion. I'll have been in a trade here, but price can come back here, which is also where my entry was. So on the 60 minutes, it also works. Nothing more. I just have to trust it now. Win or loss, doesn't matter. Done. Weaks it. There. I like the 60 minutes. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll stick to it. After it hit it here, what happened? Dies. Like, no, not what I mean die, because sorry, I have to find a different language. So 60 minutes hits there. That's something I should have looked at. Sorry, just a little bit thrown off. It's this second one. All right, we want, because it refused to eat it, we want to go up 4 minutes. 4 minutes comes back here. What do we have here? Not an expansion. Last expansion. This is the candle. It can come up to this line, but so we're saying it can come up to this, right? Because that's the last one on the 4 minute that is there. But now we're looking for our entry signature. Oh, it's beautiful. Let us claim to the entry. It can come because why? On the 4 minute expansion, last expansion, when this happened, I couldn't trade the 4 minutes, so it can come up there. There. On the 4 minute, where don't we want it to close below? After our entry, and we want to, let's say we want to adjust our stop. Last expansion, this. So when we entered there, we could have even put our stop, but it's madness, of course. But we use 15 minutes, 16 minutes. There. Do not close above this. It doesn't. OB. So before this, if this goes up, it comes back here, buy this, I'll buy. Just using 4 minutes based on my strategy. Once this here, I don't know if it comes back, I want to buy this. Where don't I want this to? Expansion, expansion, closed above it. Yeah. Okay, I don't want it to close below this, but this is close to my entry. So not crazy people there. Oh, the pain, pain, pain. Oh, the pain, the pain. But you're right. We continue. So we've seen 2 days. I really like the 60 minutes. 60 minutes because the 60 minutes will have avoided us this pain here of this loss here, but it because this was the candle. Once again, let's look at it. Expansion here. Expansion that closes to it. We said we didn't like this week. We wanted a body close. Body close. So close above this, we are going up. If not, close below on the 60 minutes also is clearer. This was the, sorry, last bearish expansion, yeah. That was the lowest, so, or either this one. So let's look at the previous day. Using 60 minutes for direction. This, okay, higher time frame. This isn't close before it, but weak it. All right, fair enough. This guy on the 60 minutes, we didn't close below it until this. I love this. I love this. So 16, 4 minutes. It's nice so far. 4 minutes, we took a loss. We almost lost here, but it gave us a trade. And if we had lost here, we had other levels to let us continue in that direction. And if we're using this, then close. If you close below this, you want to sell. We close below this, but we will not have gotten an entry until further down. This, close below this, wicks below it here, sell down. Like Josh mentioned, big closes, big closes. Excuse me. Weak this stop is below there. Because but for me, okay, yes, buy this. So I've only given, if I was choosing 60 minutes, I'll have entered here. So I've given me 50 points, and then it will have come to lose here at this point. So I'm not saying it's perfect, is what I'm trying to say. And now we are back at these old levels. I would like to see if there was anything. So we're looking at somewhere, we're looking at this guy. Yes. That is interesting. From an old level. So let's remove this. So we don't need this. So if you're using this guy, bam. So this one. So the candle that closed below it. So there. Amazing. Price rejects, comes down for 40 points. If you are bearish, I'd like to see. Oh, would you look at that? The low of the candle was here. Because so why am I looking at that? If this entry had been given here, let's say something happened here. Last candle that went up was this guy closed of this. Okay, slapping, of course, your stop typically, but let's say we're not putting that. It doesn't matter. Your SL will have been an expansion out of this range. First place you want to buy, maybe this will have been normally, like, of course, and because this formed like this, and then it came back to give you an entry, your first place should have been close outside of this. And it is madness that the low of this candle, yeah, is also close to the low of the rejection. So let me turn this off. This is insane. This, we are selling here and there. And let's see. So we want to be before that. Let's go to 4 minutes. This is incredible. It dies. It would not have given you an entry, of course, at least me would not have given me an entry. Let's go to the 1 minute because there was no failed expansion there. Oh. Expansion closed above. This is also interesting on the 1 minute. goes above it, close. Do I meant to close above this? On away. Big candle, even on the 1 minute, close is true. But we are not using this. It's not just a eye that, oh, you have to break the eye. It's just madness. So this, bam, this type of, this is the one. I don't trade this, but see, this instant service, I don't know, 10, 20 points, and it drops exactly there. Madness. Pure cocaine madness. Sorry, pure Colombian, like you should say, because why is this important? Not anything is not important, of course. Maybe it's from 16. I do not know. But was the first low created. So if this would be important. Keep dying. If we had gotten an entry here, let's say came here, it reacted it, it would be like, okay, we want to clear these lows and go down. Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. Maybe I'm form fitting, maybe it's affected. I do not know. But one thing I know, it is giving me confidence in direction, massive confidence, so many lines. And we have that line above. So let's see. And it keeps closing and going. And we have the new day, which is Thursday. Oof. Wow. That from us, this has been inside the 4 minutes. Only in this place on the 60 minutes, we would have to find it here. If we zoom back, because I'm lazy, like you guys know. On the 15 minutes, this week didn't close above, so we had this there. Bam, 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 closes above this, so what was the first candle to close? There. Yeah, could have that. Bam, bam, bam. If we come outside this range, this one took it. And not the best, we do not like this, but and they have equal highs. Until then, bam, bam, nothing is not pointing any down candle. Yeah. So on the 60 minutes, we didn't have, we only said, but on the 4 minutes, we had this here. And it is insane. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let's go to 4 hour. So it's faster. Oh. And it is, for me, it's just beautiful, not insane. It is beautiful that at 4 a.m. or somewhere, which is also after 4 a.m. true day, the next day, it's it. This is incredible. Minimal drawdown, additional position maybe, or didn't get in. But if one even left here on and said, let's just believe it. Of course, don't let us leave it around because that doesn't work that way. And then on this backup. Wait a minute, I need to remember something. Okay, now this is Thursday. Something is not right. Or maybe I'm remembering this differently. It doesn't matter. 60 minutes. So what do we have? We ran up. Since we ran up, this didn't close. So we need something. So since we ran up, we need a close. So good. So nothing. Unless we have an expansion tree on the 60 minutes, we might not have a trade. Okay. Expansion tree on this, the 16. Delete this. Oh, this locked. Yeah. This is locked. So expansion through here. Before we didn't get anything. This, so bullish, close above this and give us. And I think this might have, but we don't know. 16 minutes. If not, bearish for me. Okay, we've created this. This is the first bearish out here. Until then, this We close above it this. So if we have any candle closing, we see as it there. Nothing more. If you close below this, you might go down. We are looking at that. No bias. If this closes as a queen, then that is it. This inside here, if you want to look, when we close above this here, no down candle has been pointed. So we have to watch out for down candles there. Down candles. Okay, now we have a down candle closing here. So if we are using this guy, whereby the invalidation will be here, we're saying if we have a CST here, then well, let me ban. Where did it change? Shot. Oh, I keep taking shots instead of longs. So if we're saying if that happens, then this is big. So we'll look. Nothing. We already said do not close this guy. Close it here for a minute. For a minute. Interesting that this one is here. So type 1, type 2. You can sell. This is a key level. On the 4 minutes, we can sell this. If it gives us, that could be very wrong. We could lose. If we start closing below this, we are very happy. On the 4 minutes, this is also CST net. It's coming back here on the 4 minutes. So let's go back to the 60 minutes. And let's just do this just for our sake, because we'll be seeing it anyway. Okay, it's confirmed. We jump to the 4 minutes. On the 4 minutes, we see it. Hey, this here, this guy, both of them close. Let's just say so. This is also interesting that there's two, but all right, maybe it can come here. We do not mind if it comes here and die. But no, sorry, I just keep saying this. Die, Jesus. This close above this. We are saying this is a stop. On the 4 minute, that's the stop. We do not have anything here to use. Oof, 86 on the 60 minutes is even higher. But first stop there. If we break this, where's our next stop? Is we have to look on the 16. Let's just put that there for now. We're not using this. We have to go to the 1 minute to find something else. Maybe. Next place, 4 minutes. This on the 4 minutes is where it shouldn't break. All right. There. Maybe half a position or 0.5. There. Where will I put my stop? All right. If not closed above this. Bang. Bang. We do not have anything around here that I can use. Something that was needed. And on the 60 minutes, I wanted this here. On the 60 minutes, we said this, it closed, this closed, this candle. So actually, if you remember, we said we wanted a close of something here. First candle to close. So we are saying this is important. If you wick it, maybe it's a losing day. On the 4 minutes, if you want to enter quickly. So since we said this, we can, if you're entering on the 16 minutes, defaultly, I'll put it here. Based on the 15 minutes, and I'll put it here. It's very big. And based on the 15 minutes, this is my first closure. I want to see how price will go there. And the next one is, where was the last time? I'm not saying it would go down. I've forgotten how this price operated. Honestly, I swear. Oof, that doesn't make sense. On the 16 minute, no, that's a lie. Sorry, I said it doesn't make sense. Bam, bam, there. Oof, nothing more. The last expansion is down here, because this is the last time we closed with under expansion and this. So we are saying, really, this, I don't remember price dropping 400 points. But like we said, we are not crazy. But all this is there. We're not crazy. Once you close below this, then let's drop to the 4 minutes, because I do not believe we are going to get And this is where my laziness kicks in again against me. Okay. We're looking for the first time that nothing happens on the 4 minutes that an expansion, a bearish expansion closed below a bearish expansion aside from inside here. Because so we have this target. Okay, we have this is a target. Closed below. And this is the first candle to close back here. So yeah, there is a target. I should maybe just put this hashed so remember. We're looking. Are you kidding really? And this is the last time, yeah. So I don't like this. Let me go back to 16 minutes. I don't want it to be like it's form-fitting. Sorry with all these lines. The dashed lines are what are important to us for now. So we've had this. You know, our invalidation point, 4-minute entry using 4 minutes is a big stop spot. It's what it is. Let's see. Oh my God, see how close it came. First target, it's interesting that it bounced on it. CSD, okay. But on the 16 minutes, there is nothing for us to enter yet. It's going. Oh, would you look at that? So it bounced on it. We are still bearish. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to put that there. So for me, it's like it bounced. Oh, I remember this was the price that Kish was telling us. I think I took the sell now. So we only got this big sell, but let's jump to 4 minutes. Was there anything that could have helped us at this line? Would you look at that? Look, this refused to the pain, but everything said either there. I didn't see any need. I couldn't, apart from, of course, the 4-minute entry that was here, because this was the candle that confirmed it. We could have entered on the 4-minute down here too, instead of there, which we did, which was here. But this is same entry, and this is a bigger stop. So we wanted this. But what did we have here after eating this? A return back to this key level. Where would we put our stop? On the 4 minutes, bam, close below it. This do not close below it, closes below it, taps into it. Expansion, next expansion. This. If you close below this, selling you, closes below it. So if you are trading on the 4 minutes, under entries here, what don't you want to see? This is, you know, I'm looking at it like there are no, this is the only expansion of the 4 minutes that is giving us a stop. This is the last time we closed above this, and we cannot be pulling this up here. So we can use maybe the next expansion before it. So that will be there. If we enter here, this will be there. I have a feeling this might lose. This newest position. Oh, wow. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. This is giving me so much joy. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. We usually we want to put our stop at the bearish in quote OP. Maybe we have to find a name for it that goes up. On the 4 minutes, because we dropped on the 60 minutes, we do not have anything that is showing that. So I said, okay, if you entered here, because this was the next one, we even have this layer. Close below this was the next one. It taps into it, right? This is nice, but according to our rules, using expansions, this is not, closing above here is not saying it's going up, because we need an expansion. If we're closing above this one here, it says it's going up. So nothing. I was not like, okay, let's use the last expansions before this. These are big stops. So in this instance, you'll have entered here 50 points. For me, I don't mind, because first, when this happens, I'll be looking, because we are still running this big position here. I'll be looking at this target, 50 point. Next, we have not been on that line because this is a line somewhere. I was saying maybe I think this line, I'll not be surprised. I was wrong. I want to see if no. Yeah, this not. Next, it was that one, and next we're like maybe this because that's the next. So this is how crazy it could go, and then we thought about this last one on the 16 minutes. So I then said, okay, while this is happening, these are nice and but this one, this after this closed, bam, low, below a low. Where's the first low that closes back above this guy? It's low is sensitive. Taps it again. Another entry. B now maybe. I was then like, oh, I'll not be surprised if this loses. It doesn't. 100 and something point to be madness to have taken something. So even though we have this very big entry, these are very big entries already giving us as at this point 90 points. By the time it was giving us our first re-entry, it was at 30 something points. Now we can start adjusting, maybe move from here to there. I'm just saying, changing my mind. So this is nice, but let's see. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, price reversed there. That's nice. So price reversed on the old level. Remember this level, our level that we sold, that were like amazing. It's become a support. Incredible. This one that we sold here, was that? Yes. This price we sold here, that were like, wow, isn't it madness? That price comes back to it again. And this time around, it's not breaking it, but it found support and it reversed. We said this is where it could go, but guys, 200 points, 172 points. This is madness. If anybody lost a trade, it's like, yes, the stops were big. I don't know, because maybe you guys will not be because it's a very big stop. Insanity. 200, 400 points. You guessed, you know it's crazy if someone is not taking TP. There. Oh, wrong. Sorry. This is Friday. Oh, we all know how Friday went. Sorry, this video became so long. Oh my God, sorry. I'm like this. Josh, this is bad. I'm like this. I am like this. The expansion. Okay, you have to change it back. Inside here. This, we are saying close. So don't close above this. This is a failed expansion. This is a stop one. This is the highest one. So don't close above that. If you close above this, you're going to sell you. This is the lowest one. This is the expansion trade. We are cutting through this. We are saying this is like maybe double purge. I don't know. I'm just being very mechanical. This is it. Please do not close below this. Close below this on the 60-minute. I'm bearish. Until further notice, until you fail. If you close above this, I think this was this. I think this would have confirmed though. I'm not wrong. This confirmed the short before it ran up. So that's the plan. Wixit, we are bearish. Wixit, we are bearish. 4 minutes. Instantly. I don't like this. Why? Because it's giving me vibes to go up. But I know what happened. Okay, on the 4 minutes, would have sold it. Once it wicks it, it's interesting that on the 4 minutes, it's all green candles. It's not the pure CST. But this is 60 minutes, and that's confirmed. We cannot win yesterday with this set, with the same thing, and change our mind today. So there. 4 minutes. We drop to the 4 minutes. We're looking for a shot. There. We're selling. All right, on the 16 minute, our invalidation is way up. And close that and maybe a little bit above it. That's 50 points. If it was in 50 points yesterday, we have to use it today. But let's see if we can find something on the 4 minutes that can help us. On the 4 minutes, this was the earliest one that is closest to us here. The expansion, don't close above this. So 46 points, that's the best. Nothing is inside here. 1 minute maybe. Even on the 1 minute, it was just a straight drop. On the 1 minute, this was inside, if I using just the latest expansion, this is the last expansion. This was one that closed below it. This best case is 41. So I'll not trust this. If I'm using 5 minutes, 16 minutes yesterday, then I'm not changing my mind today. If we go back to, okay, let's use this guy. Expansion closes below it there. Apart from there, this is the next best thing we can use, which is correlating, I guess, with the 1 minute. So 42, but I'm safe. I'll put it there. So 45 points. Where am I targeting? Old levels. That's me. This one first. That one second. And then I'll think it wants to die. Plain and simple. I know this lost. We know. But that's it. And expansion close above this. There. At least my first target is here. Because this is the candle above this OB. Just that descending into. Look at that, guys. This is incredible. We know we lost this trade, but this is the expansion, the last expansion before in yesterday that started into this day that we closed above. Fair enough. So give me a down candle here. Okay. Down candle there. It's yesterday's left. Isn't it incredible that it came back here to go up? Of course, your stop here will have been very big because expansion of wow, it's very incredible that the reasons to go down were not more. Isn't it incredible? This is well, I'm really enjoying it. So it's like a child. I'm like a child. Okay, close through this, lost. No big deal. Yeah, that went too far. When it happened, I didn't think we got an entry at 4 minutes. Did we get an entry? No, at least that we are familiar with. No. So on the 16 minute, nothing. What did we get instead? We didn't get anything. I don't think, let's go back to the 16 minutes because, okay, we've lost. Okay, it's getting to levels we like, we want. For me, on this trade, if it comes here again, I'll buy. Because this is what I trade. Stop will be there. And also, not just, well, technically it's not right, but this has closed below, so we still need a red candle here to buy. If I look to the left, this is it. This didn't close above. So I'm bullish and I'm thinking maybe price wants to go up. This is the best. Invalidation would be something I do not want to see. I don't have an invalidation here. So if I drop to the 4 minutes to help me for entry, I want to buy at that place. 4 minute expansion. If you look at that expansion, CST. So I would like this. If it can give me, I've changed it to 4 minute expansion through it. So if I buy on the 16 minute, do not close here. But because it's an FEG there, I'll say do not close below that. If I buy on the 4 minutes, I'll say this, and this is the candle it's supposed to be. I would not want to put my stop there. Maybe there. That's the plan. I don't know. Whatever place is good. And we can just to confirm that that's the 16 minutes is correct. Yes. So this is my stop. Expansion. One candle with CST, price should come and should go up. This high first. Or TP. And then whatever happens after. We can drop to the 4 minutes. We can Oh my God. I am on board. 16 minutes there. Pick this. Oh, oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry. Sorry, I put it there. Yes, yes. Isn't it? I find it is madness to me that this it didn't close below that. Just insane, insane, insane. Because this was closes below this is the candle. This is a week. Okay, that closed below this. Okay, this guy. This okay. Now I can accept this. 50 points after losing 45. Okay. 4 minute entry, 5 minute entry, 50 points, 100 points for the day, loss. We said first entry, first place, eats it. I just put this at 100 randomly. I didn't have anything to the left. Of course, we have the statistic we are still looking at, so I just put that there randomly. Bang, bang, bang. This is not closing. We know how this is, but I see, didn't get there. No hats. Uh, to say it in a funny way, right? Listen, folks. Oh my God. Listen, folks. Listen, folks. Really. Sorry, I got a message. Sorry, guys. Guys. I don't know. This blows my mind away. Blows my mind away. Wow. 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 Let's turn this on for a minute. So what I wanted to do is, wow, I want to leave this because I don't know, this is just beautiful. If we were bearish and we're on the 4 minute, that's at the start of this day, lot of 720. I want to use settlement, so we'll go back. This is the last part. We want to bearish because we are saying 2 p.m. price up. The opening about settlement and there's inefficiency in it, we're going to feel it. Settlement is our direction. You open there, 4 minute. What do you want to see to be bearish? Very simple, people. Okay, let's use 4 minutes so it's faster because that's what we trade in British. Expansion, expansion, there. Close below this. Close below this, and we're bearish. This is the closest one at the open when we open. Holy cow! This I've forgotten that this indicator shifts. Oh my God! But it doesn't change much because in this time we're not using time. Oh my God! Oh my God! gotten a shift by 1 hour on this. I don't know on this. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Let's just continue. Let's just include this error. So it goes, at this time, this is the only thing that is close. But we CST it before we started trading. So we assume we are trading at 6:20. Sorry, so that will be New York time. 7:20 New York time. Okay. This is the candle that closed. But if you close below this, I'm going to sell. Not this. Sell. There. Expansion trade. OB. That's our trade. But because we're not crazy, there. Where is it going? Where's the next expansion? We close through this guy. First target. If it gives 38 point. I'm bouncing too. This is our first candle. This. Okay, after this, now this will lose. But where's my next one? This. So we are going to give back what we gained there. Insane. Insane. Before this loss, it's incredible. Even on this low here, if we sold here again, 14 points plus this, that is more than 50 points. On 2 inches, yes, this will have stopped me out. 50 points. I'm a very happy guy, but this is not true. Oh my god, I'm so pissed off. But the error is the same thing, right? It's like we didn't care about this. I just started thinking this was 720 and we just traded it. So guys, if you from the beginning started looking at your, yeah, I corrected it. That's the problem with indicators, right? Never can be too sure. At this day, we want to sell. We know we want to sell because settlement is below us, so we want to price to go towards settlement. But what do we need if we are applying this? It was the last time was the same price has to come down here. I like this. I like this extra confluence because the last time it happened on the 4 minutes was this guy. You're saying if you see this and sell this. But yeah, back to if you are referencing this was the first time we will have lost, maybe. I think so, because I think this went out before it died. But what was the first thing? Just to clarify. Yes. Because Kishas was sold inside here, I remember. But it's also interesting that this was outside also. Very important, very interesting that this was outside, just failing. But this failed there. This candle. So we need the first candle that closes. Yeah. There. Yeah, pain. CST. Pain CST here, because after this, if this had not run down, only here, but it will still have lost. What's the first thing we didn't want to see? This was the last candle that don't close above this. If CST, this is the candle, there. Close above this. Loss. All right. One more loss. One more trip, we are bearish. So we are not changing our decision. We are bearish. We've lost one trade. Next trade. Let's say we can lose 100 points in a day. That's the risk. We can lose 100 points. We've lost 30 points. Let's put it that way. Then you can lose up to 100 points. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Expansion. Close below wicks. If you close below this, now we've come back to, I was using one time frame. If you close below this, I'll sell a CST. If you wick or yes. Oh, wow. Interesting. I don't think it got back above again. Yeah, it didn't. I don't think it went up again. Why? Where's the first thing? Bam. Bam. There. It's interesting that the stops keeps being that guy. Did it come back? Yes. Sorry, there's need to do that because this is the candle. Now we CST. If you come back here, why is that my stop? Expansion. We are now outside our range. We're just trading this normally. Expansion. Hope. Close above it. All right. We wanted to sell. This is not my strategy, but if I wanted to say bam, close above it, this, if it sells, it's in interesting at the expansion, OB, right? This is the OB. Don't close below this. Confirms your OB. This is the second candle through the OB. This filled it because this first expansion, guys, in expansion, this first expansion, you close through it in one candle. Key level. OB is where you don't want to close. Die. So if you are bearish, I'm saying like, I was bearish and I said this, okay, this, I don't like this, but all right, closes below this. I want to use this 4 minutes expansion. I'm bearish. I want to sell. Bam, bam. This is the key level. Key level. That touches it. I'm holding a position. My first mark, please, you have to close below this because for my analysis, this is the first place we have to close. Close below it. So we have there. Nah, shouldn't have. It doesn't matter. There. This. My stop remains there. All right. We believe we are going down. We'll pull that down. 100 points. I only want 100 or half of the range, whatever. Oh, we've closed below this. Okay. Give me an entry here. Give me an entry there. Expansion. Expansion. If you create another green candle here, I'd sell it. For now, I'm selling this and my invalidation is way up. But we said when it is way up, we need to look for, so still this. So this is big. I did not like this. I did not like this at all. But before that, you're already planning it. It already gives you something. Do you want to move to B and say you already lost 50 points for the day? This is 70 points. Do you want to go to 1 minute and find something else? OB that is dealing with this. All right. This, I can trust this. But I'll be faithful because I use CFD, so bigger stops even mean less. CFD pop, so they just piss you off with big our hold target. And now we're looking at 2 p.m.'s price. There. History what is worth it. This is already going up, so eats it instantly. There. It'll have been annoying when it came here, like, come on, maybe I should have put that a week. There. Dies. Close below. This, if you put it under one candle there. This was a 16-minute entry. Die. Close below this. If you close below this, I would sell. Now that we've entered here, and we're already in, because this is big, we can reduce it down here because we still don't have anything. We do not have anything, so we still leave it there. Okay, sell. Old guy. Definitely B now because this guy, this was its own stop. I remember this was big. 2 p.m.'s price. We're targeting. You're like, should I even risk this? Why not? Expansion through, that's not an expansion. Through the expansion, this give something. Don't CSD it. There. Done. Lord. So we are saying that what I've observed this week, this little data, is when it's clear, it's almost like it's just like, as I said, it's like it's just continuation. Nothing. We're not having, so it's like, because we all know, because even if market is falling, market is not going to fall in a straight line. It's going to be this, maybe sometimes this, and then returns again this, that, and then maybe sometimes this, that again. All this retracement is putting a candle that we are buying and selling. So when we have continuations, 200, 170, 190. It makes us on the same entry catch more because our invalidation to go up until we close above this guy, nothing. There. Settlement was down there. Let's see. Settlement was down here. Oh, sorry, 2 p.m. price was down here. So when we opened here, true here, we need something here. Our guy here. We close this through this first candle. Poof. That's it. This today didn't offer much. It's at 7:20 real time. Where's invalidation? Not an expansion. Where's the invalidation? So, last time we closed above this I. TP. There. 2 p.m. price. Doesn't hit it, but guys, we'll be crazy people if it gives us 32 points and we refuse to do something. Because even with those ones, yes, I'm very excited, but with this, I'm not really happy with it because I feel it's too much. Of course, I'll have been very happy here when we close this year, but it's close to, we are targeting 2 p.m. price as max. We're not going further, at least in those examples. Done. On Friday, we'll have been on this day. This was a lovely day. And if not, even if it loses, even though it's a bit have gone, even if it loses, so what? We've known that the date shows up. We just have to show up for work. 2 p.m. price is down there. We open down here. Nothing there. First place. So this, if you weak this, wow. I'm going to sell you. First sell. Easy. Not easy, like no questions. Expansion. Don't close through this. But we know that it can weak that. So put it there. 2 p.m. price. And do everything inside here. We had 100 points today. We lost 30 points the next day because 2 p.m. price missed by 3 points or 2 pips. All right. And that was the end of our day. We didn't bother. There. Is there anything inside there? No. Okay, yes. So, because this also weaks it, let's put that to the side. Expansion, fluid. This. Another entry there. We don't have anything, but this is still within it. 17 point. And it's not like it went against us. It first gave us more than 50 points. You know, we'll be crazy people. 50 points on this. And as it expanded, I saw that I gained 60 points on this. So it's like, yeah, and we are just holding. If you are someone like me, that can be crazy sometimes. This. And we've seen that if it wants to move, it's just moving. If not, if it loses and is just going in the opposite direction, you can track that. But towards settlement price, no need. Just close today and see something until we start seeing expansion close. I didn't show that once because nothing was closing again below because we know you just ran in the opposite direction. This, all right, this, we're not doing anything. It closed above these two with this guy. All right, this. Next invalidation. We are tracking this because this, so this, through them. We delete this first candle to close back this. Close above this, we are long. This, wick below, close below this, sell. There. Stop there. We've bought back all this there because this has changed back to next invalidation. If you're not at B already, this 3, 34, 70 something. This is crazy. Big wrong. You might not even enter, but that is it. This is just using not even 1 minute, not even everything, just one time frame. Depending on, let's say you take half your position off here. This is 250. This is 50 as is full. 100 here. because like, I don't know, whatever. If we even cut half of this 125 point, yes, we're using this. We are following it in the direction that we want to follow it. So I'm so exhausted. Monday. All right, I'm really, because I've made, I don't know, maybe this is almost 2 hours again, and I've been here in calls, just on my screen, eyes hot. This, add this. What did we want? Okay. This is going to be a loser because expansion through it, this one, service. Okay. Expansion through here, this. Not close above this. Stops above, closes. It keeps expanding up, done for the day. 19 points, 20 points. On Monday, nothing. Yeah. Why? We already said this was an evaluation unless you want to provide it, right? But we are using settlement. I believe in settlement. I'm not going to do anything else apart from the directional settlement. It goes up. Bam. First expansion. This goes through it. I don't like this. I don't like that at all. So this expansion, so I want something that closes back into it. This guy. And where's my invalidation? We close through here, this one. So we've lost 20 points. We're about to lose a second 20 more. 60 points. And I'm thinking, why didn't I close the trade? Why didn't I just, the sake of God? What was I doing on the charts? What was I doing? And that's the end. I was like, oh my God, I could have just left it because we are far away from our range. But valid 2 trades, 60 points. And then you have the next day, 125 points, right? So to the direction of Monday, 60 point lost. Need everything back in one trade here today. And extra point. Let's say we are doing TPSL. We're not even caring. TPSL. 60 points on this day. 250 points. That's, well, I can easily say TPSL because I know what happened. 60 points. This has made up for it. This was 250 points. 60 minus 250 is 190. We wanted to sell in here. I believe this was the one that, yeah, we lost 29. We're not even looking inside here for what else because this didn't give. I cannot send expansion here. So we just let it go. We lost 29 points, or it was 32, 29, 29 points because we wanted 22. Okay. We are up 29, let's say 30. We have 160 points for the week. £160 for the week. $360. This is just funny. $360. Let's see it. I'm sorry, I cannot use 360 basic maths is gone. 170 TBSL. 94 plus 82. 700 points. This is no, this is not from our trade. This was, we stopped at 2 p.m. Fine, so this is not 702. We got so we wanted 2 p.m.'s price. 18. We lost 18 points, even though that's giving us the first one here, but we didn't take partials. Minus 18, minus 45, 645 points. 645 points doing TPLSL. You will be scared shitless because you are risking a lot of points. Also, because you have big stops. But it gives me joy that I can be wrong. I can be wrong and I can still make 643 points. Yes. Very simple stuff, waiting for invalidation and busy trading. No bias, no nothing. Just, okay, bias now on this. And the other one was even more insane. Wow. And we've seen that is better. 16 minutes for direction. Wow. Wow.